What's going on, everybody? KKM here, and it's been a while since I've made a video, but I'm making one today for the first time in 4 months, and this is on a DLC map. It's not on the new one or the new DLC pack, but this was in the second one, I'm pretty sure. So I think I've only played it once. It's gonna be fun to try and play it right now. But anyways, the reason I haven't posted in so long, and the reason I made all my videos private, was because a lot of people from school were finding out about my YouTube channel and how I played video games and played Call of Duty competitively, and I don't really want that. Like I'm one of those people. They always tell you that like you really shouldn't care about what other people think about you, and I am one of those people that like I do care what people think about me. I can't stand people not liking me. I want everyone to like me. So just for anyone to even think, anyone to even know that I do YouTube or play Call of Duty, it's just, I didn't want anyone to know, so I had to make them private just because I didn't want, there were people that did know about it that I trusted, then it started spreading to people that I didn't trust at all, and so I knew that if I didn't want certain people to find out, because I have a bunch of friends that don't know I do YouTube, and I don't really want them to know I do this, so I was afraid of them finding out, and I don't know, it just make things weird between us, just them knowing that I played video games competitively, because when people think of a person who plays video games competitively, they think of like a nerd, they think of a person who, I don't know, I don't really know the like gamer stereotype besides that from gamers. So that's the reason why I stopped making YouTube videos. I didn't want to be known as that kind of person. I didn't want to be known as that person from school, especially because I am more social than most at school. So, I wanted to make sure to keep my image not that of a gamer. So, really stupid reason, but it's more just a personal reason. So anyways, I'm back now that it's summer. I don't really have to worry about other people finding out now, because most of the people that I don't trust at all do not know or have never talked to those people that I'm worried about finding out. So I don't have to worry about it anymore, so I can make videos. And what I'm going to be talking about for this video is I'm going to pretty much talk about everything that's happened since February when I made my last video. And also I'm kind of going to spoil tomorrow's video, because I'm just going to say this right now. Actually, no, I'll wait until I give you guys more of a backstory. But anyways, when I left, Huntsman's house caught on fire, and so it was kind of an awkward situation there, because we couldn't play 4v4s at all, and it kind of sucked, because Huntsman was getting very good at AW, and we were having a lot of fun playing together. And so when his house caught on fire, it was like I was so bored every day, all day, and I didn't really have anyone to just play with. I mean, I guess I had Nitro, but we didn't really feel motivated to do anything, because doubles in this game are pretty much terrible. They're not nearly as good as Ghost or any other Call of Duty. So we didn't really want to play doubles, and I mean, I just pretty much played pubs every day, and if he ended up getting on, I don't really remember. I think we just sat in a Skype call the whole time and just talked, and I don't remember exactly what we did, but then eventually SSK Youth was John, Saven, Royal, and Grady or Stealth, and eventually Royal just stopped getting on, and so he was still technically on the roster, but he never got on, so he wasn't really on the team, if that makes any sense. And then Saven he just left the team because they weren't winning and his internet was awful, and it wasn't in his interest, so he just quit playing competitively in general. And so Nitro and I, since we were a temporary team of two, and Grady and John were a team of two, we were just like, why don't we play 4v4 as us four? Or us four. And we all agreed with it, and we played 4v4s together, and that's what we did until Huntsman came back. And as soon as Huntsman came back, Nitro and I noticed that Grady was a really good player, and he had a lot of potential for becoming another K-Cam just like me. And so we immediately saw the opportunity, and we were like, dude, we need Grady on our team. And so we talked with Grady, and we eventually got him to join SSK Gaming. And so as soon as Huntsman came back, we made the announcement that Grady was joining SSK Gaming. And then, yeah, then we played us four, and we were actually a pretty good team. I thought of us as the Godspot V2, which is actually kind of ironic, as I'll describe in tomorrow's video. But we were pretty much a Godspot V2. Like, Grady had the same role Maniac did, and he was an SMG support, just like Maniac was in Ghost with his Vector. But it was just kind of, I don't really want to, no, I'm going to save that for tomorrow's video. But, so he did the same exact role, he performed the same exact role Maniac did, and things were pretty good. We were a really good Solar Hardpoint team. I think I had 44 kills through 8 hills. Like the second garage hill, I ended up having, or no, yeah, through 8 hills. So like, Bat Garage Hill on Solar, the second rotation, I had 44 kills, and we still had 2 hills left to play. So I was having a pretty good game, but really, our very first series we played, we 3-0'd, and at that moment I was like, oh yeah, this team's going to be pretty good. And I thought eventually, as soon as, you know, we built the chemistry and started working out strats and stuff, that we'd be better than the Godspot version 1. And then Nitro just kind of, his dedication problems, I mean, not really dedication as much as just him being busy. It really started to take effect, and he ended up not getting on for a full week. And so, with school ending and everything, I was kind of excited to play a lot. And we were going to play so much and get really good, be able to play like hours a day rather than just one series that we had been playing. But we were a really good Solar Hardpoint team. I don't think we lost a single one of those in our time teaming, because we just held the Blue Hill so well. Literally all we had to do was just force the spawns in the back, and then I just run out and challenge and get like a 3-piece, 4-piece every single time I challenged. And it was just impossible for any other team to break our setup on it. So we were really good at Solar. We weren't the greatest uplink team, I'll admit that. Our uplink wasn't very good. And then our search was really good because Huntsman started out doing really bad, and then eventually we started fitting our roles together, and we ended up becoming a really good team. And it was just, Nitro, Huntsman, and myself, when Maniac left, we were like, oh man, dude. And before Maniac came even, we were like, we wanted to win. And back in Ghost, John wasn't very good at the game, so when we were teaming with him, we were like, oh man. And then we picked up Maniac, and we ended up getting top 10 on the team ladder, and then Maniac and I were number 4 on the doubles ladder. And so we were finally starting to win, and then Maniac quit. And then when we picked up Grady this year, I was really excited to win again, and we started winning I mean, I wouldn't really say we started winning a lot, but we actually started getting a lot better, and we got progressively better, and we could see ourselves getting better, especially when we switched Nitro to a sub role rather than an AR role. And he was just so much better with it. I was like, oh dude, this is sweet. But the only problem with that roster was that Grady was a sub and I was a sub. I tried running an AR since I'm like a main slayer. I tried running an AR, but I'm just so good with the sub that if I run an AR, we're just giving up so much on a map or a game that if I have an AR, we're giving up all my pressure because I'm such an aggressive player, and all my gunfights that I get into that give us map control when I have a sub. So when we have myself, Nitro, and Grady all as subs, it's impossible to win our gunfights. I mean, it's not impossible, but it can put us in a lot of bad situations, especially if you're on Detroit. You can't run 3 subs. You can run 3 Vals and just lock down mid-street, but you cannot run 3 subs because you have to lock down that mid-box area. And for mid-box, you've got one street that's super long, and you've got another street that's super long as well. So trying to outgun a Bal or an IMR with a sub at that range is not very easy. And then um, that was just it was so tough because we had 3 subs, and then we also before Nitro switched to a sub instead of a Bal. He always ran a he always ran a Bal or an IMR, and he wasn't really doing too good with that. So it wasn't a very good situation role-wise, but the team itself was working out pretty well. And eventually we just got Huntsman to run the Bal, and then us 3 had subs, and so it really put us in a terrible position. And then eventually, or actually not eventually, but yesterday, it was kind of an unprofessional way. I don't like the way he did it. And so it kind of made me mad just the way that he did it. And he told Huntsman that he basically said that he quit Call of Duty, and I'll describe it more in depth tomorrow. But he quit competitive Call of Duty, at least until Black Ops 3, he said, and it's kind of ironic just how close it was. I'll describe it all in the video tomorrow, but that's really what's happened since. So we're going to be trying out different people and seeing which people fit the role we really need, because what we really need is an AR support. We have Huntsman who can anchor and sort of slay out with a Bal. We just need someone who can support with the Bal, who can pick up Grady's slack with his ASM, who can pick up the amount of kills that Grady would, and maybe even then some, because I know that I'm not the best player in the world. Even though I'm the best slayer on the team, I know I'm not even close to the best in the world. So who knows, maybe we can find a person that's better than me, and that'd be great, because it'd be pretty tough to lose with a team that's such high caliber. But the only problem is when you have there's only like so many kills on the map, so you have to really work on like knowing what to push and strats and all that stuff. So anyways, I'm really looking forward to that, and hopefully we can really find a good team that's like ready to win and not lose at all, and ready to and actually like knows what they're doing, because that was a problem a lot with when Nitro wouldn't get on. Actually, no. It was a problem with Huntsman when he first got back. He'd be challenging such stupid stuff. Like he'd have an ASM front white on retreat, and he'd start trying to challenge all the way to dub with an ASM. And so I was just like, dude, what are you doing? And it pretty much gave up the hard point, because it was a super close game, and we just couldn't win it because of Huntsman not being able to stay up, and then they ended up flipping spawns, and so it ended up just becoming a really terrible situation. But anyways, to go more in depth of when we were playing with John and Grady, myself and Nitro, to go more in depth, it was not a good roster at all. I think we lost, like, it was rare that we won, and when we did, it was against the terrible people. So I dropped like 40 every single respawn, and then when I dropped 40 every single respawn, we'd still be destroyed. So I've got like 50,000, obviously I'm exaggerating, but I've got a lot of pictures of scoreboards from games that we played, and I don't know, I like keeping them, because that way I can brag and be like, whenever someone's acting like you're awful or something like that, I can just pull out the scoreboards and be like, what's up? Anyways, I don't really know of anything else that happened. Guess it's kind of boring. Now it's summertime though, so I'm kind of excited to be able to play a lot again. And I know Huntsman's able to play a lot as soon as he gets done with driver school. He's getting his license this week. And I'm kind of excited just because Huntsman and we played dubs every single day. And he started to become a really good player in Ghost after, well, with dubs, obviously, we had a lot of strats that we started using in searches. And we were a really good search team with Maniac. And we played 3v3s a lot, 2v2s. So, really excited to play with my boy Huntsman again. Hopefully we can play some wagers and everything and win some tourneys. That'd be pretty fun, win some money finally. Trying to think of what else can I talk about? Like, I don't know, I guess I've had a boring 4 months. School's out, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just sounding like an idiot now. I'm gonna quit before it gets any worse. Hope you guys have a great... Actually, no, you know what? Let's just finish out the commentary. Why not? Alright, never mind. I dropped the vector. Why not? Let's just end it. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, man. I'm just embarrassing myself. Hold on. Let's see what kind of streak I can get going. That bail shot is nice, though, huh? And yeah, I did do all this live, so that's probably why it's so bad. And I'm running on very little hours of sleep. I don't know. It was storming early this morning. Dude, I'm just making myself look stupid. Hope you guys have a great day. It's KCam signing out. See you guys later. Have a great day. Goodbye.